Hi, this is Randall Parton, and I'm the provost for the New Mexico Annual Conference and also serve as the chair of our annual conference planning team. And I'd like to share with you in this brief video an update and some preliminary information about our upcoming annual conference session. First thing to note is that our session will be held the weekend of October 16th and 17th. And it's important to share with you that it will be an online annual conference in case you didn't know that already. It will be held via the Zoom webinar platform, which is different from the Zoom meeting platform that many of us are familiar with. And one of the key differences between a webinar and a meeting platform is, unlike in a meeting, you will not see all the participants on the Zoom webinar platform. You will only see on your screen those persons who are presenting or presiding. And so you won't see 300 people from the New Mexico Annual Conference on your screen. There are other significant differences between the Zoom webinar platform and the Zoom meeting platform, and we'll share that information with you in the future. It will require an online registration, so please be aware of the invitation to register for annual conference when you get that. And each member and voting delegate will have to have a unique email address, because that's how we will be able to determine who's eligible to vote. The proceedings will be live streamed for our guests, for non-voting participants, and others. And as far as our schedule goes, this is how we are planning it to go. Friday, October 16th at 3:30 in the afternoon, this is New Mexico time, all our times are New Mexico time in this presentation, will be our clergy executive session. At 7 o'clock that evening on Friday the 16th will be our laity session. And I have a little note there to remind you that all lay persons in the entire New Mexico Annual Conference are invited to register and attend the laity session. Our revised Board of Laity for the New Mexico Annual Conference is very excited about what they have prepared, and they want to make sure that any lay person who's interested can join and learn about what the laity are doing in the New Mexico Annual Conference. Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, we'll begin with opening worship. And starting at 9, we'll have our business sessions start. We are planning on 3 50-minute business sessions with plenty of time between for you to stretch, get a cup of coffee, go outside and get some fresh air, and be relaxed and refreshed and renewed to continue our business. We should conclude by noon on Saturday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we're scheduling our commissioning and ordination service, and that will be live streamed for you to watch from home. The agenda will be shortened or abbreviated in order to get this done in a brief amount of time, and it'll be limited to those items that are required by the Book of Discipline, our conference rules, or that must otherwise be handled at this time, and these include our laity address, hearing from our lay leader, Sid Strebeck, any reports, including the nominations report that require action of the annual conference, our 2021 conference budget and spending plan, any resolutions requiring action of the annual conference. And in order to accomplish all this work in a brief amount of time, the consent calendar, where we lump everything together into a single consent calendar item and vote them all together, will be critical. And so please pay attention to the consent calendar that will be published in the PreConference journal. Timeline. Registration for this online annual conference session goes live the week of September 28th. The PreConference journal should already be available by the time this video goes live. Check our conference website. And we will have 2 public practice sessions. We'll have plenty of practice sessions, but we will have 2 public practice sessions for everyone to check connectivity issues, provide updates to the agenda and schedule, and to explain exactly how voting, making a motion, seconding a motion, getting in the queue to speak, and so forth will take place on the Zoom webinar platform. So please pay attention to the invitation to register for these 2 public practice sessions. They will be held on October 8th at 6:30 in the evening and October 10th at 10 o'clock in the morning. And we'll also send out email information about how to do these things as we get closer to the date of annual conference, but it might be helpful to practice as well. The week of annual conference, we hope to publish updates and or supplements to the PreConference journal, so please pay attention to those and have read those before we vote on Saturday morning. Lastly, please help us stay connected. Be sure the conference office has your correct email address. If you think that you're not receiving our regular updates or email blasts about our annual conference session, check with Mary Ann Harrison in the conference office, and her email address is there on the screen, or you can call 505-255-8786. Please keep yourself up to speed, read the pre-conference journal and the supplement, make sure that you pay attention to any invitation or any additional information that gets shared about annual conference. We've never done anything like this before, and your help and your cooperation would be greatly appreciated, and your prayers as well. Thank you, and God bless.